greatest disasters ever recorded in human history. Greetings, and welcome to Tales Unmasked, where history isn't just told, it's revealed. Today we walk through 10 moments of unimaginable tragedy, the greatest disasters ever to strike humanity. These events brought suffering on a global scale, reshaped nations, and left scars that still echo today. But within each, we also find lessons of resilience, warning, and survival. Let's begin. 1. The Black Death. It crept silently from the east. By the time it reached Europe, the damage was unstoppable. The Black Death, a deadly plague carried by rats and fleas, swept through continents, killing an estimated 75 to 200 million people. In just 4 years, 1/3 of Europe vanished. Bodies piled up in the streets. Whole families were erased. But from this darkness came change, the collapse of feudalism, the rise of modern medicine, and a Europe forever transformed. 2. World War II. World War II was not just a conflict, it was annihilation. Fueled by fascism and ambition, the war engulfed over 30 nations and cost over 80 million lives. Cities burned under relentless bombing. Genocide reached an industrial scale with the Holocaust. Atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki introduced the world to a new kind of horror. When the dust settled, the world had changed, geopolitically, morally, and technologically. 3. The Spanish flu. As the guns of World War I fell silent, another enemy rose, invisible, silent, and ruthless. The Spanish flu infected an estimated 500 million people, nearly 1/3 of humanity. Unlike most flus, it targeted the young and strong. It claimed over 50 million lives, more than the war that preceded it. Hospitals collapsed. Governments were powerless. A century later, its lessons would resurface during another global pandemic. 4. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. It struck without warning. A massive 9.1 magnitude earthquake beneath the Indian Ocean. The waves that followed would become one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. Tsunamis up to 30 meters high tore through Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India. Entire coastal villages vanished. Over 230,000 people lost their lives in a single day. The tragedy sparked one of the largest global humanitarian responses in history. 5. The Holocaust. This was a man-made hell. The Holocaust was not a moment but a machine, a system built for extermination. 6 million Jews and millions more Roma, disabled individuals, Slavs, and others were targeted and murdered by the Nazi regime. It was not just death. It was humiliation, dehumanization, and silence. But in the ruins, voices rose, survivors, testimonies, and a global cry. Never again. 6. The Great Chinese Famine. It was one of the deadliest famines in history, and it wasn't caused by nature alone. The Great Chinese Famine, triggered by Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward, flawed policies, and mismanagement, led to the deaths of between 15 to 45 million people. Fields lay barren, people starved in silence. In many regions, cannibalism was reported. This was not just hunger. It was the deadly price of authoritarian control and misinformation. 7. Chernobyl Nuclear Disaster. In the early hours of April 26, 1986, Reactor 4 exploded at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine. Radioactive clouds drifted across Europe. First responders died within days. Thousands more would suffer cancers and deformities. Pripyat, once a thriving city, became a ghost town overnight. The disaster exposed the cost of secrecy and forever changed how the world viewed nuclear power. 8. The 1556 Shaanxi Earthquake. China, on January 23, 1556, the ground in Shaanxi province, China, began to shake. Homes carved into cliffs collapsed instantly. Entire regions were swallowed by the earth. The death toll? A staggering 830,000, the deadliest earthquake ever recorded. Many lived in cave dwellings called yaodongs, which crumbled in seconds. It's a reminder of nature's power and the fragility of human life. 9. Mount Tambora eruption. In 1815, Mount Tambora erupted in Indonesia with such force that it altered the climate of the planet. Over 70,000 died directly from the eruption and its aftermath, but the ash blocked sunlight worldwide, causing the year without a summer. Crops failed. Famine spread across Europe and North America. Tambora didn't just devastate a region, it disrupted the global climate. 10. The COVID-19 pandemic. In late 2019, a virus emerged in Wuhan, China. Within months, the world stood still. Borders closed, cities locked down, hospitals overflowed. The COVID-19 pandemic claimed over 7 million lives, disrupted economies, education, and mental health across the globe. But it also showcased the power of science, solidarity, and adaptation, with vaccines developed in record time and communities supporting one another through isolation and fear. Disasters do more than destroy, they reveal. They expose our weaknesses, test our values, and sometimes unite us in ways peace never could. In every tragedy, there is a story, not just of loss, but of courage, of change, and of remembrance. Because history is not just a record of what went wrong, it's a guide for what we must do right. If these stories moved you, share this video, subscribe to Tales Unmasked, and help keep history's lessons alive. Let us never forget the past, because in it lies the blueprint of our future. Until next time, stay aware, stay resilient, and stay human.